Um, this is your mid-month reading. I'm cold, so I have my robe on right now. I moved. This is the new place. I moved. I'm doing mid-month love readings right now. And we're to you now. Your February mid-month love reading, which I know it's March now. I'm aware. I know you're going to correct me. You know why? Because you're a Virgo. On to your love reading. If I'm a little bit more lax, it's because I tried to make a Scorpio video like 4 or 5 times and I'm already exhausted, but I'm trying to get through these. I'm trying to make these happen. So I am using 2 decks. I'm using my normal regular deck, and then I'm also using the Romance Angel Oracle deck for your love reading. The first card we have is from the Romance Angel Oracle deck is Passion. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. The second card we have is Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. The third one we have is Children. Your love life is being affected by children. All right. So I know that typically you guys prefer a sure thing. You get really insecure if things aren't very sure. But the thing is that the surety or the certainty is not going to happen outside of yourself. So this is more about you being ready. In being ready, you give into your passion. Okay? You open up that more passionate part of yourself. You stop thinking of things so intensely, like it's not that serious. You know? You let go of control a little bit because you can't control how other people act or react or you know, correct people in such a way where they're not able to be themselves. It's not the way it should go. Some of you are in partnerships, situationships, your people around, and give your relationship a chance is basically talking about just that. Just give it a chance, you know? Give it a chance to see people outside of the realm of flawed. Give chance to people to show you themselves fully. Give people a chance without judging how they show up, what their expression is. You know, if we start thinking about sort of people in terms of being individualists and how sort of the world has said people need to be. People put on masks. You know, we see people put on clothes that don't fit them, who they are. You know, oftentimes in that, we also see people start to hate themselves. You know, we start to see people, not feel good enough. And that's perpetuated, you know, that's perpetuated often. And so I'm just saying that, like, don't be so harsh. Don't be so quick to judge. People are showing up as themselves, especially when people are showing up as themselves and not as a version of what you think they should look like. The universe presented that to you. It may not be the blessing you thought you would have, but it's the blessing you got in the package you got, you know? And people aren't products. People aren't products. They don't come in perfect little boxes and things like that. They don't have commercials that go with them. You know, people are people. People are people. So allow them to just be themselves, you know what I'm saying? And show you maybe something different about your own self that maybe you hadn't really thought of, you know? So you have children. Your love life is being affected by children. So for some of you, For some of you might have found out that you might be having a kid soon. You know, and maybe with somebody you weren't ready to have children with. Some of you might be thinking about having children and thinking about who would be the best partner for your children, who would be the best spouse for your children. Some of you may be kind of there right now. Either way, looks like there's children involved kind of somehow, or children coming on the way in the future. So we're going to go ahead. Funny, children. So we start off with the 6 of Cups. That was that child piece, that children piece. For some of you, you might be dealing with some relationship issues in regards to a child with someone. Some of you might be hearing news of hearing news of a pregnancy with someone. Either you're pregnant, or if you're a man, someone else is pregnant, or at least telling you that they're pregnant. There's a lot of, if by chance this isn't in regards to children, this is in regards to a past energy, and something maybe you tried to walk away from. Something you tried to walk away from, thought about walking away from, something that like you tried to shake off and just wouldn't go nowhere. You were like, if I can't shake this fool off me, it's like that. Right about mid in spring, I feel. We have the Ace of Rods. And the Ace of Rods is something new starts brewing. Particularly, it seems, with this past energy, or with this pregnancy situation. But something new starts brewing right about mid-spring, early summer, I would say. Mid-spring, early summer. I feel some of you have created a little bit of a monster. And what I mean by that is sometimes our anxieties and our fears make people or situations or things bigger, much bigger than they really are. Much, much bigger than they really are. And this is basically telling me that, like, probably towards, probably a few weeks from now, you guys are going to see that. You're going to actually see how maybe you had made this particular situation, either with this person or with children, just you kind of blew it up and put it on a movie screen or projector screen and turned it into a horror flick. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, we're coming up to the new moon, so probably right after the new moon, in a few days, that monster starts to deflate a little bit. You'll start to kind of see things a little clearer. I know that even Mercury retrograde was a few weeks ago. There's still a little bit of come down, out of that whole situation, and so a little confusion still with, the projections that maybe we were holding on to what things are now. So, we have, let's see, 2 of Rods and the Page of Rods. So then there's also this situation where something you thought wasn't going to come together, or something that maybe you had kind of, something that you had kind of like put out of your head, like, that's not even possible. You actually get some news from that. Either you get some news or you give news to somebody else, but there's something about that particular situation sort of actually working out better than expected. So that's your mid-month reading, man. That's it. How you show up or how other people show up is how they show up. So maybe this is exactly what you need. A really, really, really chill reading. All right. Thanks. Bye.